Wala, nasa Singapore na.
O, sa Singapore na lang.
Pwede mag-sparring lang si General Torre.
Tumakbo nga kanina
Mag-meets na lang siya
Mag-demo
doon.
lang siya or something.
Speed bag,
pwede.
ganyan.
Sayang, inabangan. Ang dami
Nag-set up na sila.
Ha?
Diba, ano were
Sa
there?
Rizal.
Nandun na yung parts ng ring.
Ba't ganun? Wala man lang kaabog-abog, umalis na lang yung kalaban niya. Parang ganun lang.
Guys.
May condition din. Ewan ko, baka may kailangan puntahan sa Singapore. Baka ano.
So siguro, it's the onus is on play-by-play to provide us with all.
Well, sabi ng mga netizens, yung mga comments, baka daw natakot nung nakita daw yung videos ni General Torre. Nagkakaganon daw. Kinabahan daw.
Oo, kasi kanina, nagja-jogging pa sa...
Jogging pa sa ulan.
Oo. Condition. But anyway, have a great weekend.
Yes, but before you
go.
all
Sige.
head home for the weekend, again, happy birthday to Sean and happy anniversary
Uy!
to Pawi and Andre.
Oh my God! Magkano tayo? Same milestone din. Yeah. Ba, okay. Never ko na
Thank you dun, ha? Naggaling ni Cheska dun, ha?
Hindi ko nakikilig.
Double
Ha?
celebration pa.
Kilig.
It's
Kailangan
a
natin
week of
tatlo magpapansin.
celebration.
Oo nga, hindi. Kasi wala pa kaming date.
Nagagalit
Hindi pa
na
kami
si Marie.
nag-date. Mag-date kami after this. Go na daw.
sobrang galit na si
Pagbigyan nyo na, minsan lang kami mag-anniversary once a year lang eh. Pati si Sean, minsan lang mag-birthday once a year.
Sana.
But thank you guys, thank you, and great show as always the whole week. Maraming salamat, have a safe weekend. Stay safe, stay dry, and sayang wala tayong bonding session na match sana boxing on Sunday. Thank you to Sestrelon, Sean Yao, Pauline Versosa, and The Big Story. On our show, nope, we don't have that boxing match in the lineup. Nope. But we've got stories from the NBA offseason, including Michael Porter Jr. appearing to shade the Denver Nuggets, plus Filipino-American cager Jalen Green with a message to the Houston Rockets.
And we have updates from Game 6 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy League, puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Esteban for the
Well, looks like Michael Porter Jr. already prefers his new team, check. The Brooklyn Nets. Over his former squad of Denver Nuggets, MPJ vlogged about his first day in Brooklyn in case you haven't seen it, and he couldn't help but compare the Nets facility to that of the Nuggets. Porter excitedly shared how he'll now have 2 courts to practice on instead of just one like he used to have back in Mile High City. The Nets acquired MPJ a month ago through a trade with the Last season, Porter averaged 18 points and 7 rebounds for Denver, but struggled. Porter motivated to work hard now, suiting up for Brooklyn.
I'm just glad y'all got 2 courts, man.
That's what Connor was telling me.
Because over there we had the 1 court. Y'all always keep the windows up?
As much as we can. When we start practice, sometimes the light from the sun is like too much, but this is what everybody want to see.
Smooth though.
You know, it's sweet.
Yeah, definitely. So that's all Manhattan right there, right?
Yeah, so Manhattan is right there, Brooklyn is over here, and then Jersey is on the other side.
That's all them buildings is Jersey?
Yeah.
And that's Manhattan, and that's not even gonna lie, they got me working probably as hard as I've ever worked, but I'm making progress. I'm excited, man. It's an amazing opportunity. The staff over here is great. They're getting me right already. We've been in here probably 4 hours this morning. Isn't that right, Greg?
4 long hours getting it in.
Man, but we getting better, so that's all you can ask for.
As for Cam Johnson, well, he's also looking forward to helping out the Nuggets as they try to reclaim the NBA crown. He says he's thrilled to play the team's current brand of basketball led by 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Johnson balled out last season, posting career highs of almost 19 points on 47% field goal shooting to go along with at least 3 assists per game. Before suiting up for the Nets, Johnson played for the Phoenix Suns and helped them reach the 2021 NBA Finals.
You know, playing in the league, you get to play against other teams plenty of times throughout your career. And so I got used to how Denver played and playing against them. And it's a, excuse me, it's a tough style to play against. And the fact that they can attack from so many different angles. Now, me being a part of that, I'm really excited. That's the kind of basketball I want to play, where kind of everybody's in tune with each other and able to play off each other and, you know, just be able to generate the best possible looks, be able to defend effectively, get up and down the court, pitch aheads. I've seen the way they played, and to be a part of that now is really exciting for me. Team first mentality. I want to win. At the end of the day, I want to win. I want to win a championship. And obviously, we have the pieces to do it here. And that's what I'm most excited about. You know, I think offensively, I've always been known to shoot the ball. I think there are more aspects of my game, but, you know, just being at the team's best in terms of ball movement, making the right plays, finding the right shots, and playing off of some really good players, and then defensively fitting into the schemes that they have. I'm really excited about that, and my goal, number one, is to win. And the teammates that I'm surrounded with, the coaching staff that I'm surrounded with is such a great opportunity for me.
Nuggets executives are also ecstatic over Cam Johnson's arrival in Mile High City. They say Johnson checks a lot of boxes in terms of what Denver needs to make another title run. Since Denver won the NBA championship back in 2023, the team has been looking for a consistent scoring option outside of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. That third scorer was supposed to be Michael Porter Jr., but he has been on and off over the past 2 seasons. Here's what Nuggets Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations Ben Tenzer and Executive Vice President of Player Personnel John Wallace had to say about acquiring Johnson.
We're looking for a seamless fit. Given his versatility, both offensively and defensively, it made a lot of sense. You know, through hours and hours of talks and negotiations, kind of getting that reassurance amongst ourselves, it made sense. It's the right decision. We're sitting here in July right now. We think we've given ourselves a chance to give some tools, to have some resources to where we can be competitive. Obviously, the season has played itself out, but, you know, do we feel confident? Yes. But like I said, there's a lot of basketball to be played. These guys have to gel. You know, DA's got to put his new philosophies in. So, you know, time will tell.
We had our eye on him, and, you know, when the season ends, we make our calls, and we check in with other teams, and we see what's out there. And, you know, we feel really lucky that it came to fruition. I think going to the offseason, the goal was to add depth. That could have been by not making a trade and just making a couple signings in free agency. But our job is to always, you know, focus on making the team better, and that's what we feel like we accomplished. We're going to be patient right now. We feel really good about where the roster's at, and if we feel like it's important to add a 15th, we will. But no pressure right now.
Speaking of the Denver Nuggets, they're heading to Vancouver as part of the NBA's Canada Series. The preseason match will take place October 7th, with the Nugs facing the only Canada-based NBA team, the Toronto Raptors. This is the 20th Canada Series game since 2012. It's also the 7th time that the Canada Series will be in Vancouver, and the first since 2023. The Raptors currently feature Canadian players RJ Barrett and AJ Lawson. The Nugs have their own Canadian rep in Jamal Murray. Coming up on Play by Play, we head to the PBA. Game 6 of the Philippine Cup Finals is on tap tonight. Can the San Miguel Beermen close it out, or will the TNT Tropang 5G force a winner-take-all? Updates from the crucial match when we return. Keep it right here on One News.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. Even though Damian Lillard is expected to miss the entire 2025-2026 NBA season, he's still excited about his homecoming to the Portland Trailblazers. Dame Time recently signed a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to Rip City, where he spent the first 11 years of his NBA career. In a media scrum during a basketball camp in Portland, Lillard told reporters that he's looking forward to suiting up for the Blazers once again, particularly because of Jrue Holiday. Portland acquired Holiday through a trade with the Boston Celtics for Anthony Simons. Lillard and Holiday go way back, from competing against each other to winning a gold medal with Team USA at the Tokyo Olympics. They were also part of that blockbuster trade, that deal that sent Dame Time to the Milwaukee Bucks. Lillard also revealed that he had rented Holiday's house in Milwaukee for 2 years and made sure to mention his sketchy Wi-Fi connection.
That's one of the things that I'm extremely excited about, because I think obviously I'm gonna bring experience and leadership and just a vet who's been on the floor. You know, I've done it for a long time, but being able to play alongside another guard that's similar, you know, has won 2 championships, has a lot of experience. He's been an all-star in the NBA. He's been around a long time. And his personality, you know, who he is, I think it'll be great for the team, especially combined with what I'll bring to the team because of those same reasons. And I remember when he was leaving New Orleans, like me and him we talked about him coming here. Like that was like a real discussion. Like we was like trying hard. So I've always been a fan of Jrue. I've always wanted to play with him. I think we'll play well beside each other. And, you know, once he came here, I was like, man, he was like, can I wear your number? But when I lived in Milwaukee, I rented his house for 2 years. So I actually have been renting his house for the last 2 years. So we talked a lot. Like I was complaining to him about the Wi-Fi. Like it's a clip online of like, I shake his hand, we played him in Boston, and we had an interaction, and people was like, well, and we was literally talking about his Wi-Fi at his house.
As for Jalen Green, he bid goodbye to his old team, the Houston Rockets, after getting traded to the Phoenix Suns earlier this offseason. In the Players Tribune, the Phil-Am guard wrote that he has nothing but love for the Rockets before apologizing in advance because, quote, I gotta try to bust y'all behinds now. The 23-year-old also shouted out former teammates Alperen Şengün and Amen Thompson, assuring Rockets fans that they've got a lot to look forward to. Of course, Mama Green also gets a special mention, with Jalen thanking his mom for still driving him to games growing up after working the night shift. Ultimately, while Green says nobody likes to be traded, he gets why it was done. The young guard believes it's a better situation for both sides, while expressing excitement to play with new teammate Devin Booker and build a winning culture in Phoenix. Green was drafted 2nd overall in 2021 by the Rockets after a year with G League Ignite. In 307 games for Houston, he averaged 20 points, over 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Green was part of the deal that sent Kevin Durant to Houston.
Moving on to tennis now, Venus Williams' comeback has come to an end. Williams was sent home in the second round of the Washington Open by Polish star Magdalena Frech, 6-2, 6-2. Just a few days ago, the 45-year-old Williams became the oldest player to win a WTA Tour singles match in 21 years. The 7-time Grand Slam singles winner returned on tour this week for the first time since March 2028, and it looks like she's here to stay. She was granted a wildcard spot for the upcoming Cincinnati Open from August 5 to 18 in Ohio.
The world of sports is in mourning. Wrestling legend Terry Bollea, better known as Hulk Hogan, has passed away. He was 71. Police at Clearwater, Florida said they responded to a medical call for a cardiac arrest at his residence. More stories coming your way when Play-by-Play returns. Stay tuned to One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Updates now from Game 6 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals between is ahead in the series 3-2 and hopes to close out the series and reclaim the all-Filipino crown tonight. But TNT looks to force a do-or-die Game 7 to keep its bid for a historic Grand Slam alive. In the PVL, the Petrogas Angels and head coach Koji Tsuzura-Bara have officially parted ways. The Angels confirmed the Japanese mentor's departure on social media, writing, quote, "Coach Koji, as you return home to be with your family, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude. Your decision to pursue new opportunities in your continuing volleyball journey is acknowledged with deep respect." Tsuzura-Bara took over Petrogas last year. He guided the team to a PNVF Champions League title and then a crown in this year's PVL All-Filipino Conference. More recently, though, the Angels have struggled in the PVL on tour, losing 3 of their first 4 matches. The PVL on tour will resume tomorrow as the league heads to the Queen City of the South. The first match of the Cebu stop will be a battle between the 2 unbeaten squads in Pool A. The next-led Chameleons take on the PLDT high-speed hitters at 4 p.m. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Galleries Tower High-Risers are out to pull off the upset against the surging Farm Fresh Foxies. Come Sunday, the high-speed hitters face the High-Risers at 4 p.m. Then wrapping the Cebu leg will be a duel between the Foxies and the Chameleons. This weekend's games will take place at the USJR Coliseum in Cebu City. But you can also catch the games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
And we close out the week with NBA Dunk Week. We've got some of the top alley-oop slams from the 2024 to 2025 season in tonight's highlight reel. Let's start right away, kick things off with Hallie and the Pacers. Hallie over to Obi Toppin. Woo, making it look easy. Yeah, he had to get it from afar and then spin. What a 360 slam there, two-handed for the former slam dunk champ. Obi Toppin and Hallie, we've seen a lot of those connections all throughout the stellar season. Of course, they ended up in the finals, but losing to OKC. Pacers win this matchup back in March 23 against Brooklyn, 108-103. Toppin last season played in 79 games, averaged 10 points, 10.5 points actually, 4 rebounds, and almost 2 assists. From Indy, we move to similar kind of play with the Grizzlies and the Pelicans here in New Orleans. Rebounded by the Pels. Jose Alvarado from half court. Ooh, the pass to Trey Murphy, the third. That kid right there, that guy, Murphy, could actually win the three-point contest and the slam dunk contest if he joined both in the All-Star break. But take a look at that slam. Wow. Behind his back, and look at Alvarado, could not believe it. And yes, the eyesight, the goggles, good connection from Alvarado to Murphy there. Grizzlies, though, end up winning this matchup 107-104. Murphy was actually spectacular last season, averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, a steal in 53 games only played. Unfortunately, he tore his labrum and was done for the year in March. Big hit for New Orleans. Okay, third one. Now we go to the Kings and the Mavs in Dallas. Monk over to Zach LaVine, acquired in a deal from Chicago. Take a look at that connection. Dunking over Max Christie. Good backdoor play there from LaVine, leaving Christie and then going to the rim. And good luck from Malik Monk to Zach LaVine on that connection. Kings with a highlight ended up to 129-128. This was actually a very exciting game. It ended in OT, 129-128 against Dallas. Levine last season put up 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in 74 games played. That was split between the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings. Okay, now let's go to the Mavs. They get the highlight this time against the Rockets, battle of 2 Texas teams. In Dallas, Dinwiddie to Gafford over Alperen Sengun with a one-handed alley-oop. Take a look at that pick and roll. The dive to the basket by Gafford. Well timed by Dinwiddie over to Daniel Gafford. Good double screen there, Irving and Gafford. The roll by Gafford ended up with a poster on Alperen Sengun. Mavs, though, lost that game to the Rockets 108-102. That was back in November 1. Gafford played in 57 games, averaging 12 points, almost 7 rebounds, and close to 2 blocks per game. Lastly, of course, let's go to the reigning champs, the OKC Thunder. It all started with that block, SGA on Jason Tatum. Then down we go to the other end. J-Dub back to SGA, goes to the middle, draws Horford, who was supposedly guarding Isaiah Hartenstein. And look at the crowd go. Look at that OKC fan loving that play. Started with a SGA block that led to that fast-paced offense that we all know. And then over to Hartenstein, riding on Derek White. There was a foul called by the official, by the way, too. Whew, what a flush there. Thunder beat the season that game, which happened back in January 5th, 105-92. iHeart, a really big addition and a contributor for OKC last season with 11 points, almost 11 rebounds, along with close to 4 assists and over a block per game, and helping them win the NBA championship. Stellar play, stellar season from OKC. And amazing dunks to end the work week. Check. Back to you.
And before we go, NBA fans got a double dose of nostalgia thanks to OKC's Jalen Williams as well as Kobe Bryant's family. The question is, though, who did Kobe's cast pose better? Let's start with J-Dub. Here he is recreating Kobe's iconic 1999 snap, standing at the free throw line in pajamas with his injured wrist wrapped up. Just like Kobe, Williams played through pain after tearing a wrist ligament during the playoffs. But he was still a major contributor to the Thunder's title run, even scoring 40 points in Game 5 of the finals. Not to be outdone is Kobe's own daughter, the youngest of his girls, Capri. Mom Vanessa Bryant posted the adorable image. Her caption, like father, like daughter.
Very nice.
Why are you going to make me cry on a Friday night?
Very nice. Remember, they're all hyping Gigi, may she rest in peace, to be the next Mamba and move on to the WNBA. And who knows, maybe Capri can follow the footsteps of her legendary father.
Mambasita.
Yes. And of course, Honor also is her older sister. Well, that's all from us this week. And of course, stay safe, stay dry, and enjoy your weekend. But you can catch us again on Monday, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching. Happy weekend, everyone. Stay safe, stay dry. Good night.